introduction of new sanctions in connection with Syria. What's your position?
I still am convinced that the introduction of economic sanctions and also personalized sanctions since the annexation of Crimea and since the war in Donbass started is fully right. I find those Europeans who ongoingly are doubting the sanctions, the idea of sanctions, I find them irresponsible. Because what happened in Ukraine cannot be answered by business as usual towards Russia. I'm refusing any idea for a military solution in Ukraine. I see the right for Ukraine to protect themselves and to protect their territory, and the European Union has to protect Ukraine for this, has to protect own values, and so diplomatic solution is always good, but it's necessary that European Union towards Russia for a diplomatic solution strengthens its diplomacy based on the sanctions. And for the next round, I think no doubt that there will be a prolongation of sanctions of Aleppo and Syria. For Ukraine is easy to say. So the war is not as rough as and cruel as before the Minsk agreements, but it's ongoing. So we have not achieved what we wanted to achieve. Too many people still are dying in the east of Ukraine. And this would not happen if Russia would withdraw support from the mercenaries there. Sanctions have achieved something, but not enough. Sanctions never work immediately, but we need them to achieve, definitely we need them to achieve our goals. On Syria, so I think facing another military escalation and withdrawing of Russia from diplomatic agreements means we have to be more outspoken. And if we talk about Nord Stream, this means if we cancel Nord Stream, we will cancel the import of Russian gas. We will also cancel hereby the state revenues in Russia. They need our money for Russian gas to fuel their military machinery, and to cut this is really important to rethink our energy relations to Russia. This should be in the core of our decisions. If Russia does not stop this new and aggressive strategy, Russia and Assad and on the ground. I think for the Europeans, also for the Germans, it's easy to recognize that all of us, we want to have good relations to Russia. We want to support diplomatic solutions, not only for Ukraine, but also for Syria. And it takes a time to recognize that the other side is using this openness to go for a military solution. But at least since Aleppo, I think it's completely clear that priority right now in the Kremlin's strategy is a military solution.